The United States of America was founded on the very principle of stealing from others. This, of course, in context of the Native Americans. And to a large extent today, this still exists through something called eminent domain. What exactly is that? Well, it's the process by which any government can take ownership of someone's private property with or without the owner's consent, so long as they are paid quote-unquote just compensation and provided that the land is used for quote-unquote public use. But in reality, this isn't always the case because in the books, public use is defined as something that will benefit the public by creating jobs or increasing tax revenues. Some examples of this include highways, railroads, bridges, schools, parks, and libraries. But again, in reality, this isn't always how things work because in the 2005 Supreme Court case decision of Kelo versus New London, Connecticut, residents of that location were actually condemned from their homes and businesses so that Pfizer Pharmaceutical Company could build a new plant in that region. I take issue with this because that's the government illegitimately using its powers to give private corporations an upper hand. But what's most fascinating to me about eminent domain is that it extends not only to physical property, but also to intangible property or intellectual property. Examples of this include patents or copyrights. So if you have some great idea that you've patented, the government can actually come along and if it will in some way benefit the public, it'll say, hey, we're going to pay you dirt cheap for the rights to this, and then we will use it ourselves, or better yet, sell it to someone else for a higher price. So that's very problematic for me. And last but not least, 2016 presidential candidate Donald Trump is actually an advocate for eminent domain. He says that the government should be able to take your property, which would give a lot of credibility to those saying that Trump is a plant in the Republican Party by Democrats. But then again, maybe he just supports it because it'll help him build his magical wall between Mexico and the US.
They will pay for that wall, believe me.
But anyway, let me know in the comments below, what is your take on eminent domain? Should the government have this right to seize your property? Also, does it violate the 4th or 5th Amendments to the Constitution? Let me know in the comments below. Peace, love, and liberty. Andrew Demeter, signing out.